If you get headshotted, your death cam is shorter than if you get killed via body shot, for example. The difference is a solid +1 second. This is another reason why you should headshot your enemies, as then they will have less time to tell valuable info to their teammates. If you didn't know that, hit that like button, and in this video I hit you with more cool things you might not know in CS2. Changing hands while scoped with the AWP or any other zoom machine will make you unscope silently. Changing a weapon does the same, it just takes a bit longer since you need to switch back. The point of AWP hand switching is unscoping with one single button, so there is no extra input plus delay. The command is bind key switch hand. Also, switching hands can help you to spot some positions better. A good example is here in connector on overpass, as with the weapon in the right hand, you most likely didn't spot this CT over here. You are playing Premiere every day but don't know that if votes between two maps are tied, then it's not random which map will be banned. Between the maps that are tied, the first map starting from 12 o'clock clockwise will be banned each and every single time. So let's say one person votes for Inferno and one person votes for Overpass. All other three guys are AFK like me usually. Then the map that gets banned is Inferno. The 10-second countdown music is actually around 11 seconds countdown, so you can start your defuse a full second after the music starts and still get it. Credits to J2K1 who has made a great video explaining all that. Whenever the music starts playing, the bomb beep sound will change as well. Just have a listen. So if you're good at hearing, this could give you a decent advantage if and when you have time to still successfully stick with the bomb. Also, one of the best music kits to help you out is Easy for Ends, as 10 seconds mark is exactly on the third drum, and at the 5 seconds mark for the fuse kit boys, the harmony changes. Although it's believed otherwise, you can actually aim at your left foot and shoot towards it, but you can never ever aim at your right foot. A very common wallbang on overpass when you shoot through this wall to hit enemies at B short or connector, but even some pro players have no clue that if you hit the signs, your bullets deal 3x less damage, so avoid the signs for better wallbang. You cannot break smokes before they have deployed, but if it pops just milliseconds before AG explosion, it can create an effect where smoke's first seconds are wasted and it doesn't provide you any cover at the time it was supposed to be already covering you. Watch out.
What just happened?
If you spray your graffiti right before planting the bomb, you can check the time till explosion. If you want to win in deathmatch, killing a chicken gives you 1 extra point, and if you don't WASD, you can still move your crosshair and abuse your invincibility to trick others, plus hit them with the timing. Shooting smokes with different guns are generating differently sized holes in smokes. Pros are slowly experimenting with shooting the sides of the smokes for their AWP players to get kills, but no one has yet to test my amazing shotgun plus AWP meta. Try it. On some maps, you don't necessarily need to plant on the ground. For example, Dust 2, these boxes work well. Train grants you with those edges. On Overpass, you can do Houdini floating plant, etc. The top guy on a 3-man tower is always sliding, as our game doesn't like the tower abuse. But you might not know that walking actually helps you to slow down the sliding quite a bit. This is how to stay on top of the tower anywhere if you move in 8 pattern. Usually, 3-man towers are built onto invisible walls though, where you are constantly sliding into a skybox. You just need to make sure your shooting line matches with the direction of skyboxes, otherwise you're gonna fall off. The heavier the weapon is, the louder the dropping sound of it. And all grenades make different sound when you drop them. Only decoy and the flashbang share the same sound. Believe it or not, throwing grenades outside of the maps can be extremely useful. Here on Mirage, if you throw a grenade outside of B apps, you could create the gap for yourself to pick the van guys. Pros also throw this fake A stairs molly on Inferno to then surprise push the stairs. And I just experimented with this outside of the box rather useless flash for Mirage Palace, but get creative, plus come upload your best ideas onto CS2tricks.com, as we now have leaderboards. One can throw pretty realistic fake flashes by jumping and dropping your flash mid-air. This little jump sound beforehand helps to sell it all. When at the buy screen, you can hold control to buy a weapon for a teammate without dropping yours, and you can pick up dropped items, also a bomb, from the buy menu without being close enough to use E. It's 2025 and some people still don't know about this. Bomb ticking sounds different depending on whether it's planted on A or B. This can big time help you on maps like Nuke. The quickest way to knife kill someone is a right click from their back. Second quickest, 2x left click and a right click. But since if the first slice is a miss, the second consecutive knife swing will always deal less damage, you might end up in a situation where 2x left click and a right click doesn't kill an armored enemy. That's why don't randomly stab the air when using a knife, because if you accidentally meet someone, you won't be killing them with 2x left plus 1 riding knife. When you're rushing B on Mirage, then someone always smashes the TV. Yet on a CT route, no one really does that, although there's a TV as well. If there's a molly next to a smoke, there's often a space between them where you can stand without getting burned and still have vision. I know you have never tried this shortcut as you think it's impossible. Not really. There are 2 keys though. Run on this line so you don't touch the wall on your left, and you can actually jump off from here way later than you think you can. Also, the landing spot is closer than you might think, so if you put all that together, even a guy who sucks at the movement like me can do it with just a small strafe to the left, and if you fail, just play middle from there. You lose nothing but your confidence. If you run with some heavy weapons and spam shift, you can be silent and move faster than just full holding the shift key. Decoys are interacting with smoke grenades, and in some X scenarios, maybe they distract your enemies enough to gain the needed extra space somewhere else that leads you to an easy frag. Let's say someone who doesn't watch my videos tries to retake A by climbing on ticket. You can surprise them with this gap at triple. A nasty position, as it's impossible to see you there. On some maps, you can throw cross-map flashes that work relatively well. Also, if we hit 10k likes under this video, I will make another similar video to show you more uncommon things in CS2. You can get down ladders fast and silent by falling next to a ladder, and in the last sec, catch it by pressing a movement key towards it. A bit risky, but literally the quickest way how to get down. Instead of just jumping, you can surf on this thing to kill anyone in connector on overpass. It just gives you a bit better accuracy than Shaq's free throws, plus extra time to see through this window. If you crouch, look at the ground and throw a grenade, nothing happens, but if you crouch and move backwards at the same time, you can launch these firework type of nades that fly extremely high. This is one way how to throw stuff over the boxes. Just make sure to get your angle game correct. And the Molotov that 99% of you didn't know is possible, from B tunnels to car, to mess up those anti-flash guys over here. Both the throwing position and lineup is very specific, so feel free to pause to mimic it. You can follow the Molotov lineup also for decent flashes, and you can follow up this video with next YouTube suggested video tailored specifically to your taste, my friend. Actually, you're not my friend, you are my brother, my friend. See you next.